He's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, defense. Out top.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Throwing now is Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Set the tone, defense.
To throw is Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Some strong running at the 20. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Yellow. Come on, lady.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies 66.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the... Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, New England.
Wait, set, wide, 80. Mike 54. I got him. 3D, hey.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Caught by Sanu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Brady again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin the drive with Williams, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Watkins alone on the left side. A chance to really cap off a big first half here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Not that time for Watkins.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, Alabama.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
51's the mark. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes caught here by Bell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Mahomes going to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm here all day.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yellow.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, me.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's John Simon with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Brady now on first down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible. Yeah,
offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long.